Holy moly.
Ooh.
Does it ever take some time to set up a paint
To
station?
set it all up. Yep.
I was working on the old diorama. Painted a whole pumpkin. I
Oh,
painted
yeah?
one whole pumpkin before I realized that like everything was wrong. So, but that's okay. I've got like 9 more. So, and now I have practice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I like to think that you painted it just completely wrong
Yeah,
colors.
it's orange. Or it's orange. It's supposed to be orange. It's it's chartreuse.
It's like pink. Yeah. Blue.
Lucky bad. Hey. Kilgar Void. Hey.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys found the stream before I did.
Yeah. Yes.
I got stuck in an ad.
GENESTEALERS. Ooh, good. Watch the ad.
I already
There's
said
a-
no.
No, you just cost us 1/1000th of a penny.
I know. I'm just
Mhm.
that kind of person, you know?
So, I own 30 GENESTEALERS. I have painted one. This one that I painted on camera, and I just watched my own YouTube video on painting it to remind myself how to do it.
That's amazing. Hey, Joey Flores.
Good evening. Paint some GENESTEALERs. You know what though? I'm gonna paint them. Not all 30, but I'm gonna paint them because I am 3 years older.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 3 years wiser, and I'm 3 days sober.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully things will go better.
You were working on that one for a while, weren't you?
Oh, where are the spooky
I
lights?
saw you were reading that one.
You know what? I don't want to get up. The lights are going to stay off tonight. You guys don't understand, like, how many things get moved around on a constant basis. There's like 2 outlets that are never not, overstuffed with lights and equipment.
Yep. Even today.
Yes.
Even today.
Oh yeah, light.
Because it was kind of our, I guess not necessarily, well, if you want to know a little bit about how the sausage is made, I guess we always leave ourselves a few days extra so that I can edit, and then if I find anything that I want to add or that we want to add, we can put it in. And so we thought of a few more bits and jokes and stuff that we could throw in. So it threw off your table.
Mm-hmm. If anyone was wondering what the first color I'm going to use, it's GENESTEALER Purple. This is actually a really nice color for GENESTEALERs. Because it's their color.
Interesting. I never would have thought that. Yeah, Kilgore Void. Yep, we just started our Patreon. We have our EOB fans, EOB only fans, and EOB ultra fans, which felt like that would be pretty fitting for our brand.
Seemed about time.
It did seem about time. But yeah.
Is that enough?
I'm excited. I'm excited for the video for this
Oh my
week.
goodness. Yeah, the Wednesday, Friday videos. Woo.
It's going to be insane.
I think I put on a little bit too much.
Ultra fans for life.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
All right, that's a little better. A couple of thin coats, I think. We'll get these guys base coated. We're
I don't know if you know this, Jay, but Kilgore Void is now a Patreon
oh
subscriber.
my god.
For
That
our
means
Ultra
Kilgore
fans.
Void is our boss. He pays our salary.
Yeah.
Speaking of, it couldn't come a moment too soon because look at how poor we are. I use this to wipe. All right.
Amazing.
A little bit of ultra.
Yeah.
GENESTEALER purple. GENESTEALER. Is it called GENESTEALER purple? Yep. GENESTEALER purple. Going on some GENESTEALERs. As it should be.
As they do, and as they say.
I should have been wearing blue jeans for this video. I'm not. Because they were stolen by the GENESTEALERs.
Oh. Now you're just tidy white.
Speaking of GENESTEALERs, so this is the classic sculpt GENESTEALER. It's been around for like 6 or 7 years. Pretty good, but like 3 or 4 years ago, we got Deathwatch Overkill, which is pretty much the best thing Games Workshop has ever done, and we got this lovely new sculpt. 2 of them came in the box. I own 4. I might own 6. But it's better, and Games Workshop hasn't done anything with it. They still sell the old school GENESTEALERs. So get on it, Games Workshop. Even though I own 30, so it's not like I'm going to buy them anymore.
Right, never mind.
Has anybody else built some GENESTEALERs? I want to know if anyone else has felt my pain. The mold lines are horrendous. Hours of scraping.
Void is talking about eons of squats. I think we might have to listen to him.
There is a squat model. Forge World sells a squat. And it's a pretty nice little model. It's for Necromunda.
Oh.
I'm sure Kilgore Void has a drawer full of them.
How much is it?
Vault Dweller Boy.
Wow, thank you.
Vault Dweller Boy, are you a big fan of Fallout? You probably are, because Vault Dweller is a Fallout thing.
Joey Flores, yes, the Patreon includes some spoilers.
Yeah.
Fun spoilers.
That's how much they cost. The Joey Flores lives in a box with his squats. That Forge World is so expensive, and it's not even that good. I mean, it's good, but it's not that good.
Oh yeah, and just so you know, Jay, Joey Flores just subscribed to our Patreon, and Craig Turpin was the first one as well. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
From the bottom of our cold, dead hearts. Yeah, we're hoping to do some cool stuff.
Really airbrushing today.
A little bit. I primed off camera for your guys' ears. And I think Nick gets it worse because he's actually on Skype.
Yeah. Skype is mean to me. Get it in the good old ear holes.
Should give one of these GENESTEALERs Gene Simmons kiss face paint at the end because they stole it. Probably not, but I could probably do that to a Magos or something, though. One of the more human characters. Speaking of human characters, my paint is a little separate-y. For some reason, some of the Citadel layer paints, they seem to have a lot more medium and a lot less pigment. You know, who do they think they are? Army painter?
Yeah. Rude.
Always airbrush with a mask, guys.
Joey Flores found some good-looking squat proxies for printing.
Is it free? Can you drop us a little DM? little email?
Little email?
Back in the day, weren't the Genestealers and Tyranids not connected at all? Yes, Genestealers were just a generic space monster, but then they were changed to be the vanguard of the Tyranid because they were so similar, and it helped expand the Tyranid's lore. The Genestealers are shot out like the probe droids from Empire Strikes Back, and they land on a planet, and then they find the local population. And, they manage to procreate. And then the offspring is, I think the offspring is fairly human. And then it goes monstrous, or it's monstrous, and then I think it starts out as like a monstrous abomination and then becomes human. But when that human has a baby, the baby's just a full-on Genestealer. Because biology. Yeah.
Biology.
I learned that in science.
Craig Turpin asks, how are the Mars printers, and what's the resolution of the screens? I really slurred through that one.
You're a little tipsy.
I did do a lot of drinking. Yeah, I did a lot of drinking.
You're not
right
3 days
before this,
sober.
to be honest with you. No. I believe the resolution is it's 2K. So there's a lot of printers out there now that are 4K, so you get more pixels. But I mean, the prints that I've done, and we printed this Black Templar Crusader diorama, and it turned out really, really nice and really, really detailed. So I've been really happy with what I've been printing.
Yeah, you printed it at 2 different scales, and both of them are flawless. The only time there's ever problems is the supports. And sometimes stuff just won't print. Like, remember half of his holster just decided not to exist?
Yeah, well, that was because of my poor supportage. I missed a support there. So once I beefed up that support, then it printed. We actually... we're going to be 3D printing a model coming up soon.
Yeah, it's the squat.
Possibly for a live stream. Yeah. Well, I want to look at the Forge World squat.
Oh, it's great. Google it. It's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about Deathwatch Overkill and how it's the greatest thing Games Workshop has ever done. I don't know how, like everyone rages at Games Workshop because it's fun to do, and because they usually deserve it, but back in the Dizay, they dropped 2 armies, 2 brand new armies in a box. Genestealer Cult and Deathwatch. I mean, they both sort of existed before. The Genestealer Cult had existed back in the day, but they were no longer a full army. And Deathwatch has always kind of existed. But they dropped 2 full armies. And then a few months after that, they came out with like full independent kits. The Deathwatch Kill Team box is one of the best boxes ever in terms of like bits. I mean, holy cow.
I found the squat. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
He's a lot of fun. I really enjoy him.
Am I out? I'm out. This paint is not giving me...
Is there 2?
2 squats?
I think that there might be 2.
I mean, there's a whole dwarf army in Fantasy. I mean, Age of Sigmar. Sorry, Games Workshop.
I see a bounty hunter and a ammo jack.
Neat.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, maybe one's just a short guy and the other one's a squat.
They both have squat in the name, in the title. Let me send you them.
Alright, just about done. Airbrushing these guys.
You're just giving them just a nice solid base
Yeah,
coat?
not even a solid base coat. I'm just hitting all of their... anything that's not like their... oh, what's bug skin called? Carapace?
Carapace?
Anything that's not carapace is going to be pink. But everything that is carapace is going to be blue. You guys know we're not very good at biology. I don't know the word for bug skin.
Bug skin.
And
I want to get back to Craig Turpin. So is 4K worth it for miniature printing in your opinion? See, I haven't tried a 4K printer, so I'm not exactly sure. I can't imagine for what I do it would be helpful. But I was thinking, because I have two L.A. Gumar's printers, because I had a project that I was working on, so that's why I have two, so I could just get extra stuff done. I was thinking that when they drop the 4K version of that, of selling one of them and then buying the 4K one just to try it. But I might not be able to get my hands on it because I think a lot of people pre-ordered it, and people aren't they're not building them as quickly because of COVID.
Wanted to have a game where the characters play as their younger self. It's a rogue trader story. Neat. I love narrative. I remember back in college, was it you and our friend Joe? We were going to play a narrative campaign, and I wrote all about this mining world, and this Space Marine captain has been dethroned and now has to go take care of this small problem. And then we played one game.
I remember that. And then we never played it.
Yeah, we never even played that. We played one game to teach Joe.
No. Mm-hmm.
These GENESTEALERS are absolutely going to be classic color scheme. Here is one painted up right now. And if you're thinking, boy, does that look cool, there is a little YouTube video on painting up this guy. But yeah, classic Space Hulk color scheme. Ooh, Joey Flores is also airbrushing. Well, hold up your airbrush. Little clink. Clink, clink.
Yeah. Yeah, what are y'all working on?
Also, I am going to be shading with some Drukhari Violet. And what brush am I going to use? This one. Oop, that was
yeah. Craig, I would pick up the Ellie Gumars. Just the regular one, just to give it a try. Because you could always upgrade later, too. Once you do a bunch of learning, you could always sell it. They're a pretty hot commodity.
I was thinking earlier while I was working on my my secret kill team about how I think I'm done collecting armies. With one exception.
Oh, yeah?
I will do a Sisters of Battle army in my life. But other than that, I think I'm done, because why do you want to have different armies? Variety. I've got Necrons, Space Marines, Genestealer Cult, Deathwatch, and Orcs. I got variety. Throw a little
Yep.
Sisters of Battle because I want them. But I think I'm good. But I do want to collect every single faction for Kill Team. That's my new kind of... I'll still collect stuff for my armies. I love them. And I'm sure Games Workshop's going to continue to come out with cool stuff, add-ons, new kits. It'll keep me busy. just those 6. But
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Got to.
I kind of think for me, once I do work on this Kill Team and I do maybe redo some of my orcs and stuff, I kind of like the idea of collecting little kill teams. Like just a few little ones.
Boutique.
Just to spice up
20
the gameplay.
models.
Right, exactly. Like that sounds fun, manageable, and like let's say you have a friend, like we have friends that don't have models. You can easily teach them the game, and they can play the game with different unique models. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Maxley Fox, where's the Gene Stealer video? If you go to our channel and then search Gene, it should pop up. That's what I did 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. What would you rate that tutorial?
I would rate it, I mean, for us, a 10. One of our very good painting videos. Also, one of the simpler painting videos on Gene Stealers on the interwebs. So I rate it. I rate it very highly. If you follow that, you will get a nice Space Hulk Gene Stealer to steal all your genes.
Yeah. Todd Greenberg asks, do I shade Dark Angels all over or just in the gaps?
That's a very good question. Because Dark Angels are very dark. So shading just in the gaps, also known as like pin shading, could be really useful. What I would say, though, is one of the things that can happen with Dark Angels is if everything is dark green or dark red, your models start to vanish. So I would actually, once you've got I would actually start with kind of a middle tone green. And then work in your dark greens, but then work in some very light greens. Because I see, one thing you don't want, we all paint under beautiful lighting, but then we game under average lighting. So you don't want your models to look great under your nice lamps, but then look like nothing, in a living room. So make sure you have some.
Because like I have that with my orcs. A lot of the first orcs that I have were really dark blues and dark browns, and so when you look at them under average light, well, they look like they're just primed black. You can barely tell. And so like one of the things to help fix that is to use some lighter blues, to take their pants and make them gray, just brighten them up a little bit.
So if you want how I would tackle some what are they called? Green Space Marines? I already forgot the name. Dark Angels.
Dark Angels.
So what are you probably looking for? This is Wog Flesh. I know I've got Caliban Green around here somewhere, though. Yeah.
Also.
Oh, my God. Caliban Green, I would maybe pick up one of these, but you probably won't use it a lot. I would use something more along the lines of... Don't I have just a mid-tone green? This might be a little bit too green. Some Warpstone green. Use this as your base. Then wash the entire model with some green wash. Green wash, probably some Bealtan green. And then I would take a Nuln oil. And then the Nuln oil I would hit in just the recesses. Edges of armor, in between the armor plating. And that should get you dark in the places you want dark, but still leave you with a nice bright model.
Perfect ending to that statement. Craig Turpin really believes that you have some
I
Tau.
know. It's shh. Quiet. It's a secret kill team.
I mean, Craig, I already know he has Tau.
I got a Tau Biddy.
I know. You have 2. That's how much you like him. That's probably why you have a full kill team coming. Dr. Drokel asks, do you think 3D printing is going to kill off the skill of green stuff sculpting minis?
No, I don't think so. Because people don't want to... Most people just want to buy the thing. Most people aren't going to mess around.
Yeah.
And most people also aren't going to just mess around and like there are Etsy stores and stuff where people are willing to mess around and sell the product, but not everyone is shopping on Etsy. Not everyone wants to deal with buying a 3D print.
I think the problem with 3D printing is it's a lot of steps. Because you have, like, if you want to start making your own 3D printed parts, you have to learn how to sculpt. You have to learn how to sculpt on the computer. Then you have to learn how to 3D print stuff. And then you have to learn how to clean it up and paint them, which is different than painting normal models and cleaning up normal models.
3D printed models
a lot of steps that you have to
very brittle. I'm sure you can buy some resins that'll help mitigate the problem, but I'm sure all UV cured resins kind of fall into the same issues. Whereas, like, you know, classic 2-part resins, they have a little bit more give, a little bit more flex. They're a little bit nicer to work with. You can cut them, sand them. I do think, though, green stuff sculpting is gonna not go away, but green stuff sculpting is already not nearly as important as digital sculpting. There's unbelievably beautifully hand sculpted models. But if you want to create a product, there's no better way than digital. If you're
especially because you can make an STL and other people will print it.
But also just like, I've created this beautiful sculpture. The hands are all too big. Do I lop off the hands and try again, or do I just select? Subtract 7%. It's changing one number versus days of work.
Yep. BioBasher, as someone who does 3D printing, we usually just buy STLs. Yep. That's also a great way to do it. And like Cobra mode, like those salamanders, those are already pre-supported, so you don't even have to worry about that. All you have to do is print them. So that makes it a lot easier too, because the supporting is annoying for resin printing. And then BioBasher also says, as for brittle, never experienced it, but I'm a FDM user and not a resin user, so I can't say anything.
It's 100% different.
Normal filament isn't... Yeah, the normal filament isn't too bad.
I've used a lot of that FDM printing, PLA stuff. And it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough until it's not. Like I have some prints that they're strong in the hand, they're light, they're wonderful, but then as soon as they break, they just snap. But but it's not. They're not for miniatures. For terrain, for sure.
Yep.
For hobby adjacent stuff like dice boxes, dice towers, little boxes for sure. But miniatures, you got to go resin. Hey, ZWQ!
Yes, ZWQ is here.
Puts the barrier of entry vastly lower to grab a wad of green stuff. Yes and no. anyone can grab a wad of green stuff, but it takes some serious skill to turn that green stuff into anything. So the barrier for entry with green stuff sculpting is very low. But I think it's much easier to digitally, for someone to go from 0 to digitally sculpting than 0 to green stuff sculpting. You know, queuing up Tinkercad in your browser is a little bit easier than
Is that sculpting though, or is that 3D
that is
modeling?
that's sculpting. You're just sculpting in a 3D space.
Because I would say sculpting is like using your brush, like selecting each individual brush type, and then like adjusting the points or vertices with the brush, rather than like Vectorworks, which is just CAD.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's just splitting hairs though, because there's a little bit of overlap.
Could be.
Like, you know, if
well, I think you do your blocky models first, and then you brush on top of them.
But then is the final product a sculpture and a sculpture and I don't know.
I would say right when you start sculpting, it becomes a sculpture. Yeah.
What if I create?
Because I mean, you do the same thing.
What if I design a whole house,
like drawing
an entire house?
Uh-huh.
But then I sculpt
and then you sculpt
one
wall
that sits on top of the house. It's a sculpture now.
Well, I would say that the dick is the sculpture, and you've made a sculpture on top of the house.
STL.
It's all the same dick.
I recently finished painting the base to a Fortress of Redemption dice tower. The time for supports increased the whole process by a day, so definitely paying in time over money. Yeah, because your printer can't be doing anything else in that time. Although you can do all sorts of stuff in that time.
That's true.
The Gene Sneaker cults. Control Z be a blessing. Yes, it is.
You wouldn't download a house.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I don't know if the chat supports links.
It seems like it doesn't. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it.
Yeah.
That's not... I don't think we can change that on our end. It's probably for security reasons.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it does scrub the links.
But if you are really good at describing where to go, that's the way around that, I think.
Or the links up on the EonsOfBattle subreddit.
Yeah, there you go.
So then everyone can check them out. Because I'm interested too. We're talking some custom shoulder pads. I'm excited. Oh, I have a message.
All right, well, guys, I think this painting session is going to have to be over because this wash isn't dry. Wait a second. Wait.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to scooch these guys off to the left. And then, boom. These are guys I watched earlier. They're dry.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that little movie magic right there.
We got. Even I got. Holy cats.
These guys are ready for some dry brushing.
We all got.
So, for a dry brush, I'm going to be mixing some GENESTEALER purple with some P3 white. This doesn't mean I'm painting 10. I think moving forward, I'm just going to paint the same set of 5. I just thought that we'd hit this little snag where I have to wait for wash to dry. That's not light enough.
You're not light enough.
I'm working on kit bashing Corn Berserker Lord type guy to overpowered solo run through Blackstone Fortress. Is Blackstone Fortress its own game? Or is it its own models?
Cougar Void said, money-saving tip. If you have a friend who has a 3D printer, have them print you a 3D printer. Boom. Free printer.
I prefer having a friend with a 3D printer and I just make them do stuff.
Yeah.
It's for a video. Wait. It's for a video, I swear. Yeah, unrelated. Can you print me a Pathfinder team and a couple of drones? I'm working on it. I can get you the script one of these days.
Amazing.
Claim it as a business expense. Cooking show. Oh, we need to do a cooking show.
Well, I mean, you just cooking showed us with your you already had them ready to
Paula
go.
Dean.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to be called that.
What, didn't she get in trouble for having like a slavery themed wedding or something?
Yes, she's racist or something.
Yeah, I mean we knew that. This doesn't really seem like it comes as a big shock.
You know, there's one of those ladies that you just look at and you know, you know what's going on. Bryce Riviera says, it has its own model line, but it does use 40k models in the game. It's 40k version for Warhammer Quest. Blackstone Fortress.
Ah, neat. Because the models look neat. The Chaos ones look cool. Those are the ones that really jumped out at me. Oh, the Beastmen Chaos guys? Pretty dope.
Yeah. Here, let me send you this this link from Joey Flores.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the squats.
Also, look at the.
I'm busy.
You're busy cooking, showing it up over there.
I'm like Jesse the Mayan Ventura. I ain't got time to read.
So look at the squats first.
All right. It's the sound of my computer chugging.
Chugging along.
No. Come on.
You can do it.
All right, first, the squat bounty hunter. Oh God, Forge World, don't make me take a CAPTCHA.
What?
Which of these? Every now and then it does this to me. Does anybody else get CAPTCHA tests for Forge World? It might be because
I have never gotten
It might be
one.
because I have an account that I just leave signed in. Please check each image with a bicycle. I always get these wrong too. I always feel so dumb. All right, I'm in.
Can't even pass a CAPTCHA test.
Hacker level pro. Aww. He's a little squat operator with his bolt gun and his hammer. I love the quilting on his jerkin.
Yeah, it's great.
I would love to make a squat costume. I'm very short, so I feel like I could make a great squat. Put on a few pounds.
Well, you know somebody that would rather enjoy that.
Yeah. I would love to see squats make a return to 40k.
That'd be pretty good.
Probably after all the Xenos get a little love, but knowing Games Workshop, it'll happen well before. And then I'm interested in what this other squat model is going to be. If I have to take another capture, I'm not looking at it. Okay. Oh, I like him more. He is a squat who's just covered in bullet bandoliers. It looks like he's got a grenade launcher, or maybe it's just a shotgun. He's got a robot arm. He's got a wrench.
And got a wrench.
Yeah. He's got a little mohawk. His face is a little more expressive. He's not just wearing a helmet and shades. Yeah, this guy's a lot of fun.
Is that the one? Is that the one that you would go for if you had a choice between the two?
If I had to pick one, I think I'd go with him. I want them both.
Yeah, I would too. Also, you get those. You get those 3 ammo chests. Which
I think I would just work it into one model. Like I think I'd put him on a 40 mil base, or maybe have him standing on top of the crates.
Oh,
because he's short. He needs a
so
little
he'd
height.
be like a. Yeah.
I think that's what I would do. All right, and then let's look at this thing. Oh, is this a 3D print image?
The shoulder pad, I believe.
Let's see. It's still loading.
This is from Joey Flores.
Oh, I hate when it's loading and like the image is revealing little by little with a black bar moving away. Such a tease.
Such a tease.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, these look great.
I want to know the story of this. Like, there's a Space Marine, like a Space Marines veteran, and then we've just got somebody with the flamethrower. Another guy who he's a 3D print with a plasma. It looks like. Very interesting. I love the base. Really nice base.
The base is really nice.
And the base
really
complements the model, which is what you want out of a base.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta close those tabs now, or else we're going down.
Marine has 3D printed torso, legs, and shoulder pads.
Oh wow! I wouldn't have guessed that. It all looked legit.
Yeah, I mean, would have never known.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
Gonna need a bigger beard. Just don't make a squat cobbler. The last model, I'm going to green stuff a hood to separate the jacket from the hood. Neat. The second squat kind of looks like the mechanic from StarCraft 2. Never played... Oh, wait, I think... Is StarCraft 2 the normal StarCraft? I guess not the normal StarCraft. Is that the one I played?
That's the one that you've played. Yep.
Thank you.
It's the one that you played. Although, we played StarCraft 1.
We did. I liked StarCraft
well.
1. I could win StarCraft 1.
Yeah. I kind of like that you can't control every single unit at the same time. Like, it really forces you to choose what you're doing.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that. Because I remember, StarCraft 1 became free, and so it was exciting.
I liked in StarCraft 1, because I still played as the Terran. I always played as the Terran. But if you didn't defeat me, by the time I got some of those like gun platforms built, I won. Because they're just so overpowered. Because the StarCraft 2, it takes so much micromanagement that was beyond my brain. That like I could start the game, I could get my base built, I could get my Marauders built, I could send them out, and I would do fine, but they would all get slaughtered. But as, you know, our two armies collide, my army is destroyed and I've got nothing. His army is destroyed. He's already got another one built and on the way. Because somehow, while he's battling me, he's also managing all of his resources and his construction.
Yep. That's what the pros do.
I had a I would do like if
A little bit of multitasking.
yeah, if I didn't have like a second base built by like 4 minutes, and if I didn't have like 40 Marauders by 8 minutes, I lost. I would just say, okay, I quit. This is a wash.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ratlings are also excellent, but they don't have as much real estate in my hardest squats. I don't know why, but the other day I saw squats on eBay, and you get like 5 sniper Ratlings. Sorry, I'm talking about Ratlings. You get 5 Ratlings, metal Ratlings in a box, and I'm like, I could paint a squad of Ratlings. That sounds like a cool little painting project. Their detail is a little soft. Their detail is a little soft, and I had to buy some stuff for my secret kill team, so that's really why they're not on the way. Yeah, those drones don't pay for themselves.
Yeah, very true.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes I just see a model and I'm like, I want to paint that. And so I'm just like, ooh, I would buy that. I would do purple. It would be glorious. Who would win in a fight, Ratlings or squats? Well, I would think one squat would win against one Ratling. But I think Ratlings, you'd get a bunch of Ratlings coming to the fight.
Craig Turpin. Professional e-athletes in South Korea usually have average actions per minute scores around 350, but often exceed 450 during intense battle sequences. I think we hit like 80.
Yeah.
Maybe 65.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was in my heyday of StarCraft 2 back in 2014. I think I was hitting like 150. Pretty sick. That's why I was always in Bronze League, like a winner.
Mm-hmm. Are Ratlings the space hobbits? Pretty much. I think that's actually exactly what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Best case scenario, they team up and siege the Games Workshop HQ. The ones I was referring to are from Blackstone, and they're
you could do that.
They're the good modern plastic prints. Such cool little dudes. Are there Ratlings in Blackstone Fortress? That sounds awesome. I think my only exposure to Blackstone Fortress was the original release. That came with like some chaos, some heroes, and that's it. Oh, and it also had some Urgles. Which is like I think a Dark Eldar unit.
Oh yeah, good old Urgle.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with Urkel.
Yes.
Very different.
Fair price. Yeah, a lot of the Blackstone stuff seems pretty reasonable.
Pretty reasonable.
Because I think it's not as popular. As soon as it doesn't go into the 40k metagame, the prices drop dramatically. Those competitive 40k people, they're a little extreme.
Wait, Urkel is the 5th chaos god.
Did I do that?
Did I do that? Oh, amazing.
Key and Peele, I think, have the greatest sketch of all time, where the dad from Family Matters comes into the producer's office and is like, "What's going on?" Urkel is upstaging everyone, and then Urkel shows up and he mind controls the producer to kill himself.
Oh my God.
It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Mm-hmm. I really like Key and Peele.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Every single sketch.
I always like it when Dave Chappelle shit talks them.
Yeah.
They took my show.
Mm-hmm. I think it comes from a place of love, though.
Yeah, I do.
Because, you know, if he thought they were doing a garbage job, he would probably never bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think he's having fun with
Mm-hmm.
it. It's pretty funny.
Brewer Marcy. Hello.
Hey, hey.
Urkel's a psycher. He is.
Yep.
All right, I think I got them all dry brushed to my satisfaction. So it's time. This is the most daunting part of painting Genestealers. I have to paint all of the parts that aren't pink a dark blue. And that dark blue is magic blue. 50-50 magic blue, 50-50 black.
It's quite the burp.
So chat, answer me this. Are there any models you've ever painted where you were just like, this is the greatest model I've ever painted? Like, what is a model where you just enjoyed the process, you loved the outcome? For me, it's got to be my orcs. I like painting them. I like them being painted. Where is my black paint? There it is.
Just your whole orcs in general, or is it like a particular model that you really like?
Oh, boys. I hate painting the bikes. It's so much more, but it doesn't look like more.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, oh yeah, a bike is about 2 orc boys. It's not. It's like 7 orc boys worth of bike.
I really liked painting that orc pain boy.
Mmm.
It was a good one.
Yeah, that's a great model.
I do want to add to it a little bit. Though.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a little bit better now, so I can even spice them up even more.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, do you know what model I loved painting? My Patriarch. I painted that in 5 hours.
Yes.
Oh, it looked so good. That was fun to do. Necrons from the Recruit Edition. Oh yeah, wasn't there a bit of controversy about the Recruit Edition 40k costing about as much as a box of Necron Warriors? But it comes with a box of Necron Warriors?
So
the Recruit Edition is like
should it cost?
It's like one of the. It's like the
Right, it's like a starter set.
But it's such a good deal that it only costs a little bit more than a box of Necrons, but it comes with Necrons, Space Marines, you know, some paperwork stuff. Was the Recruit Edition was $3 more expensive? And what do you get in the Recruit Edition? Don't you get I know you get five Space Marines, 5 Primera Space Marines, and you get 10 Necron Warriors.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Troy Flores really likes his orcs, especially the purple commandos.
I want to make some commandos too, especially since they're in Kill Team. And I can't quite decide.
Yeah.
Do I paint them all green, and then do I paint the purple? Or do I make them purple orcs? Or do they have them like green orcs with purple tattoos? Or are they wearing purple?
Purple tattoos would be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool. Every model I have ever painted has annoyed me beyond the bounds of rational thought, but I enjoyed them when they are done. Yes, I think a lot of painters feel that way.
Yep.
You also get a Necron Commander. Yeah, 10 Warriors, 3 Scarabs, a Necron Lieutenant, 3 Marines, 1 Sergeant, and 1 Captain for $3 more than a box of Necron Warriors.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's pretty cool. That really is pretty cool.
Mhm. It's too bad I own 65 Necron Warriors. I am not looking for more.
Nope.
I could definitely use some more intercessors with chainsaws, though.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've painted that Primaris Chaplain on bike, I want to paint more Primaris bikes. They're super badass. I got 3 coming to me in Indomitus. And I have made it a personal mission not to buy Indomitus models on eBay.
Yeah.
Because I own them.
Mm-hmm.
I own them. They're going to get to me.
Mm-hmm.
They could just have a little restraint. But I'm like, oh, but it's such a deal. It seems like such a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But then am I going to want to? Some things I'll probably want to of, but then also aren't I going to want to buy the cool multi-part plastic kit when it comes out instead of the the Indominus version?
That's true. Lots of decisions. Sounds like someone's gonna have to wait.
Oh yeah, a couple of years at least for my Indominus.
Well, I like to think that Santa will bring it to you.
Aww.
Yeah.
Santa, can I please have the product I paid for?
Yeah.
Can you make that happen?
How nice. It's a Santa if he was a capitalist.
Neat opinion. I think rule of cool applies, but the Berserker I'm kit bashing, I'm considering adding a shield from the Skull Taker Age of Sigmar box, but Berserkers don't use shields often. What do you think? What kind of loadout does the model have? Like, if it has a close combat weapon, could you just call the shield a close combat weapon? Add a spike or two to it. Call it a day. World War Art. That's a pretty great username. Just joined the stream. Hi.
Hey.
Now, Craig Turpin. Now I'm trash basing a WWR Armstrong type bot with a rifle. I don't know. I'm lost. Painting is different because it's so much larger than a 40k mini. That is true. If you're used to painting like, base coat, wash, dry brush, a large model is really going to throw you. Because all of a sudden you have to start deciding like, where is there an edge? Where is the light landing?
You have to make some bigger decisions.
Oh god, I see why I didn't want to paint these 30 guys. Why do they have to have 6 limbs? Because it's cool? I guess, but... What is a dub?
Oh, yeah. Cure or Void. Go ahead.
I don't know what I was going to say.
Okay, great. Killer Void said, way back when, not when we were asking about favorite things painted, not Warhammer, but Studio Miniatures does a bunch of not movie miniatures. And their model of Macready from The Thing is a thing of beauty and delight to paint.
Nick has never seen The Thing, so he doesn't know that it's pronounced Macready.
No, I've never seen it.
I love The Thing.
I haven't seen a movie.
It's really good. One of John Carpenter's best.
I haven't seen a movie since I was born. I was born without seeing a movie.
Is it? It is a fantasy-esque kit shield with a big corn icon. I mean, if it's got a corn icon, it's going to look good on a Berserker. So I'd go for it. The only thing I might do is I like my models to be WYSIWYG. I don't want, mostly for my opponent's sake. I don't want to be like, okay, so he's got a shield, but really it's a spear. So, because intuitively they're like, oh, shield, you know, I'm gonna take on this guy a different way than if he has a spear. So I would try to take the shield and do something so that it's a little bit more accurate to what your character is holding in game. But that's really just me. If you're like, screw it, if he can't remember that the guy with a shield actually has a spear, that's his problem, then that is perfectly fine. Speaking on movie-based minis, the Dark Crystal minis looked amazing. I couldn't justify buying at the time, though, as my painting skills were still in the air. Netflix cancellation is a crime against humanity. Netflix cancellation? I think everyone is supposed to have, is like, by law, supposed to have a Netflix account.
Yep.
World War Art has never painted a model. Well, go get yourself a model and then paint it. There's a lot of great.
It is always fun to give it a shot,
is.
as Kilgore Void says.
A lot of game stores carry Reaper miniatures, which are pretty cheap and pretty great. So picking one of those up is probably a good step one.
World War Art wants to do some Necrons.
Oh, well, I mean, it sounds like that's that. What is it called? First Strike? The thing that comes with the Necrons.
Recruit.
The Recruit Edition. Get the Recruit Edition, sell the Space Marines, and then buy another Recruit Edition. Then sell the Space Marines again. Take your profit and like buy some Immortals or something. You got yourself a Necron army right there. Reaper Miniatures. It's a company. The Reaper Bone line is definitely their cheapest line, and it has a lot of the kits that they used to sell in metal, and they sell it in PVC, and that's how I think they can sell it for a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
I recently got some Reaper Bones miniatures, and you guys might see them on Wednesday.
Oh. Who knows?
Yeah, me, I know. You're gonna see them.
and I mean I know too.
World War Art. Oh wait, who said? Kilgore Void recommends if you want to practice, throw down a few bucks for a bag of plastic army men. Wrong. Don't paint army men. Don't paint army men. Because sure, you're gonna get in a little bit of practice, but army men, the details are soft. You're not going to be happy with what you paint. And then what? You're just going to throw them away? Like, you're not going to be attached to your army men. Part of the joy of having painted something is being like, I'm going to put this on the shelf and look at it for a while. So you should start with a model that you kind of care about. Army men could be totally great if you're like, hey, I'm about to paint this thing that's yellow, but I've never painted with yellow, so let me try out this army man first. That I could see. I have enough unpainted models that I'll never run out of test pieces, but don't paint army men.
Kilgore Void says, I love my army men. You take that back. I think we're offending.
Casey Lance, hello.
Hey, Casey Lance.
Glad to see you're doing the world's best hype fleet. Generic Space Hulk. Oh yeah. Is this a specific hype fleet? It seems like this has kind of been the go-to paint scheme for Space Hulk. Presumably it's only for those particular Genestealers on that particular Space Hulk. But yeah. I say go grab some eBay Firstborn Marines. Check out eBay, but the shipping costs always kill it for me. No, shipping costs aren't that bad on eBay. I guess it depends on where you live.
Well, it definitely does depend on where you live.
How do you paint yellow? Don't paint yellow.
Well, you know some tricks about painting yellow.
I do, yeah. You want to start with some purple, and then some pink, and then put on your yellow, and it'll look buttery and beautiful. Yeah, yellow on top of pink and purple is just a beautiful golden brown. Ooh, speaking of beautiful golden brown, we're 5 after. We gotta wrap it up here, folks. Let me just finish out the chat.
We're just having too much
I
fun.
know. I painted Army Men. Now the disc won't play in my PS1 anymore. I thought you were planting Leviathan. Leviathan is white and red, I believe. Isn't Leviathan... Wait, I'm trying to think of my... Yeah, I think Leviathan is the white and red. It's the same art as the box. Okay. Or is Leviathan the red and blue? No. It's definitely not. Behemoth is red and blue.
Yeah. Leviathan's the normal.
Yeah, I'm right.
The purple and bone.
Bio Basher is an Imperial Fist player, and yellow says yellow is fun. Yes, if you play Imperial Fists, you gotta get used to yellow. All about High Fleet Clan Dathu. Yes, love High Fleet Clan Dathu. Hydra or Kraken. Yes. All right, everyone.
Well, see you guys later. See you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a Patreon that we just started if you want to look at that. And we'll have a video out on Wednesday. It's going to be a big one.
World War Art. I'm doing an Elite Edition starter, and Necron's brother's going to do the Space Marines. Do you think the Army out of Elite... Yeah, of course you can start an Army out of Elite box.
Yeah.
All right, good night.
And it's a great idea. Bye. Do it.